Hi, welcome to another edition of Transcribing with the Music Transcriber. Today we'll be looking at my plugin called ScoreLog. This plugin allows you to keep track of how long you've been working on a Sibelius file. There's a lot of programs out there that allow you to keep track of how long you've been working by pushing start and stop when you begin and finish working. But the nice thing about this is it's a plugin you can run within Sibelius. Additionally, it stores this information within the score you're working on, which allows you to open it on other computers and retain this information to email it to other engravers and then have them be able to look at your scores. Now you think, why do you want to keep track of your score? Well, the composer out there might want to keep track of their workflow, how long they're working on a theme, etc. But the more important usage is for the professional engraver who's getting paid hourly for their work. And the nice thing about this is it doesn't only keep track of how long you've worked, but you can create comments for each time you start or stop, so you know what task you were working on and for how long you were working on that task, which is nice because a lot of times you want to bill your clients for your work, and what better way to get them to respect what you've been doing than by giving them a detailed breakdown of how long you're working on each item. So I have a score open here that I've been working on a little bit, so I've created a few entries already, start and stop times for how long I've been working. But every time you open a score that you're creating a log for, as soon as you open the score, before you do anything, you should open this plugin and create a start entry. Now you go to your plugins and find wherever you've installed it. I have a few here. Quite a few, as you might suspect. When you open the plugin, a dialog pops up. A little intimidating at first, but I hope it's rather straightforward. There's two main fields. The first field is your timestamp field. And here you will create comments as well as your initial timestamp. Now, timestamps are something that are extracted from your computer's operating system. It's the date and the time. So I'm going to create a comment here and say start tutorial. And as soon as I enter that, you don't have to enter a comment, by the way. This is just a nice little added bonus feature, a way to keep track of what you've been doing for how long. As soon as you enter your comment, or if you don't want to comment, you click timestamp. Now, in the right field over here called score log are three lists. And since I just created a start entry, a start timestamp, if you will, it added my timestamp to the list here, and I created it on February 2nd, 2010 at 2:59 and 58 seconds. Now it adds it to this list, and I haven't created a stop time yet, so you'll see the corresponding row over here is empty until I do so. So this is the start column, and the stop column, or stop list, has my stop clock timestamps, which I haven't done yet for this particular row. But then the third list is my totals. Now the totals, these all correspond by rows. So my first timestamp at 2:02 and 54 seconds, I worked a little bit then, and then I created a stop stamp, which was at 2:03. So just 19 seconds later, and here's the total right here. And you'll have the total for each of these rows, but then also at the bottom you'll have your grand total. So I've worked for 13 minutes and 50 seconds so far on this. Now you saw me create a comment there, and you can view these comments and even edit them, which is very useful because sometimes you go back and you say, I didn't really do what I wanted to do. I was editing key signatures instead of checking ranges. So you can go back to your comments, and view comment actually brings up the comment as well as the timestamp up top, and I can change my comment, and this information will be saved. So I had to start tutorial, but maybe now I will say editing dynamics. Okay, so hit close. Now after I've done this, I've made my start log. I'm going to hit save and close. Now it's going to save that information, save my timestamp. Then I can go ahead, start editing my dynamics. Maybe instead of fortissimo, I wanted to put pianissimo, crescendo until mezzo piano. Same thing here.